Hi guys, and welcome back to Mower Repair. Today we have us a Troy-Bilt, a 5.560cc powered by Honda Troy-Bilt mower. This is another trash pick mower up off the side of the road. We're going to try to figure out why in the world this thing was left for dead and why nobody wanted it anymore. First of all, it is not self-propelled, it is genuine manual push. So that may be the reason, but let's check it out and see if there's other reasons too why this thing just got left for dead. Well, let's take a look at the air filter. I've already tried to start this silly thing and it will not start. Nice and fresh. And let's see here, it is a genuine Honda one. It's a ZL8, so it is genuine Honda, but there's getting some dirt through there. We're going to pull the carburetor off this thing. That's most likely where our problem is. We do have a little bit of compression, so that's good. We're going to go ahead and pull the shroud off this thing so we can kind of take a look in there and see if there's any issues with any grass clippings. Also see what our coil looks like, our flywheel. Make sure we don't have a top main bearing that's loose. Then we'll come down here and we'll pull the carburetor off and see what we got inside it. Alrighty, here we go. Pull our fuel line. I drained the gas out, so we shouldn't have any coming out of the tank. There we go. That can be out of the way. Really, everything, yeah, there's some junk in here. There's a little bit. The good news is our top bearing feels good, so we will continue on. Get our air filter back out of the way. Unhook our crankcase breather there. Yee. Yeah, there's some junk in here, all right. Lots of junk. Set this plate out of the way. We got to get our fuel line off our carburetor here, and then we'll unhook our linkage. There we go. Fuel line's off the carburetor. And we'll unhook our linkage here. Should be just a Z bend. There we go. And our spring. All right, we'll get this thing kind of cleaned up. Then we'll crack the bowl open. I'm going to wash off the outside, blow off the outside at first with the compressed air, and then we'll dig into it. All right, let's get our carb checked out here. Let's see what we got. Looks like a mess maker, all right. Let's try to contain some of that. There, we'll put our rag down. Get it kind of under control here. Give that a thump. There we go. Yeah, we got some junk down in there. Let's see if you can focus on this. There's some stuff in there, but really not as much water as I thought there would be, so that's a good thing. This doesn't look too bad, but a good cleaning never hurts. Set that up there. Look around, yeah, no pilot circuit. Nothing new there. That might get us down to a pilot circuit. We do have a main jet. It should just fall out, but I think those threads are a little bit bunged up. There's the emulsion tube. This is the emulsion tube, and this is the main jet, and they sit in there just like that. And this pulls up air and mixes air with the fuel. It gets sucked up to the main jet and then delivers it into the Venturi. Then it sucks it into the engine and boom, she runs. Let's give this a ride in the ultrasonic cleaner. All right, we have broken the seal to get in here. This thing is a son of a gun to get pulled off. But you can see all the junk that's laying in the bottom of this thing. This is not had an oil change in quite some time. So we're going to check the valves in this thing. We got the cover pulled off, obviously. We get our board rearranged so the blade doesn't hit it. There goes the intake. Goes the exhaust. Must be going backwards, huh? Japers. Intake, and then we should have a bump with exhaust for our decomp. Right there. Now our lobe is pointing up, so we know we're on top dead center. And we got some pretty stinking good clearance there. Let's give it a slight adjustment. I think I want to set these at about 0.1. I think these are 10s, they might be 9s. Yep, they're 9s. We're just going to slide our feeler gauge in here, and then we're going to turn this until it gets to the point it starts getting bound up. Really close. I was turning it a long way for valves, so this thing would have rattled like mad. You probably couldn't hear it over all the air under it and exhaust and everything else, but we'll get it set up so it's better. There we go. It's a very, very light drag. That's what I want. Yep, there we go. That's pretty good. Now, we'll clean this cover up and get some sealer on it, and we'll slap that baby back on there. Well, we got our carb back out of the ultrasonic cleaner, so let's go ahead and reassemble it and see what we got. One thing I forgot to do is I wanted to see what was under this screw up here. So let's take a look. Yeah, it's a jet. It's not removable, but there is a jet in there nonetheless. I want to spray just a little bit of carb cleaner through there and make sure that that passage is clear. This carburetor is designed to only run at full throttle, so I can't imagine this being super important, but it'll be important nonetheless. Yep, some's coming out. It's a very small hole, but some did come out, so we're good to go. We'll put this sweetheart back together. Emulsion tube goes in. Main jet goes in. Remember, this main jet come out kind of weird, so pretty sure it's going to go back in kind of weird too. There we go. That's in. And snug. Snug is all we need. Put this screw back in. One that we just took out. There we go. Like that. And that's all that goes in there. See, we'll set this so we can get to it with it on the machine. So we'll put that facing that way because this is a choke side. We can't forget our washer here. Our fiber sealing washer. Not going to seal well without our seal. There we go. That is one done carburetor. Not much to them anymore. That really is a shame. No jets to change, no screws to adjust. So if something's running poorly, it just runs poorly. That moves nice now. Oh yeah. Okay, now what we gotta do is pile all this stuff back together and slide it on here. All right, that looks a tiny bit better. This gasket goes on next. I want to peel off whatever coating this is on here without destroying the gasket, preferably. Alrighty. Ah. Nope. Yep. Like that. And then there's another metal piece, this one. It goes on here like this. This kind of goes around the head. All right, we're ready to set this on. We do not have this in place because we need to hook up all our linkage and everything. And I think that'll be easier without that on there. This whole thing is going to sit on here like this. If I've got anything remotely right. And I do think I have some of it remotely right. So there we go with that. And our other one hooks up down here. So we're not going to get too concerned about it right now. Set all this in place. Kind of like that. Then we're going to use this long bolt to kind of clamp all this where we want it. Hopefully we can pull the bolts back out and set the airbox cover on without having an issue. All right, hopefully all that stays there for a minute. Go ahead and hook up our throttle spring. And now for my next trick, we'll pull these back out of here. Hopefully all this kind of stays put. Looking less and less like it all the time. Oh yeah, that's a problem. Not sure that was the easiest way to do that or not. Oh, we got to hook up our crankcase vent, which soon we will not be able to get to. There we go, that's hooked up. Okay, that is back on. And the only thing I think we forgot is hooking up our fuel line to our carburetor. Which may still be possible. It was possible, and it is possible. Got to put our other screw into here. Hopefully it'll go. Oh yeah. Now we're going to stick this filter back in for now because I don't have a different one. I'll most certainly pick one up. They're cheap. Okay, that's back together. Put our shroud / fuel tank back on. Certain that's enough. By the way, we're using premium ethanol-free fuel. Premium around here is a 91 octane ethanol-free. So that's what we're putting in these sweethearts. Let's see if she'll fire up. Ha! There we go. I have no idea where this thing was tossed. Outside of not being self-propelled and somebody got tired of pushing on it. Well, we ordered some tires and we got them in, some wheels, for the front of this thing. This one was not in super good condition, to say the least. So I ordered some, but I want to clean these spindles up just a touch. Then I'm going to apply just a slight amount of grease to it, just to give that wheel a chance to push. Give this wheel a chance to roll as easy as possible, because this is a push mower, and I don't want it to have to push any harder than it has to. There we go. High speed. Now you may have noticed these are not Troy-Bilt wheels. The reason is because the Troy-Bilt wheels run about $20 to $25 a piece. And these cheesy aftermarket wheels, which I think will survive okay, they are considerably less. And this is a walk-behind mower or a push mower, so I don't want to put a ton of money into it and try to do anything with it. I'm going to roll this over. I'm going to turn the gas off, and I'm going to take the spark plug wire off because we're going to be sharpening the blade too. So we don't want any chance of this sweetheart coming back to life unexpectedly. I'll torque that later. We're right there. So I'm going to call that good. Guys, thanks for watching Raymore Repair. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them down below. I'll be happy to respond to them. Negative, positive, whatever you want, that's fine. We all got to get along in this world, and I'll always learn something from a good comment. So don't hesitate to leave comments. Hit the like button, subscribe. I appreciate every bit of it. Thank you very much. God bless.